Hello. Hudge. Greetings, greetings. I'll be back 2 seconds, and I'll be right with y'all. BRB. Oh, Hudge. Is Alice still looking at the mouse? Did I twat? I think I did. Let me have a look at that. I did. Glorious. Hey, Froggy. Here we go here then. Hey, Chipillo. Hey, Fairwolf. Hey, Arth. Hey, Lunaria. Hey, Molotov. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Froggy. Nice. Alright, we did this, didn't we? So... Whee! Whee! There we go. Alright. Which way do we come out of here? Oh, there's this way. Okay. Spooky train's making spooky noises. There we go. Oh, it's a piggy! Nice. No gribblers, please. Let's get rid of that flying guy beforehand. Otherwise it does that stuff. A fantastic film. How fantastic are we talking? Nice. I hear pig. Pig, 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 pig. There we go. Piggy! Nice. Bing. Alright, so we've got a suspicious hole down here. Oh, this is just for in case we get stuck, I guess. So that's where we need to go. And that's presumably where the switch is. Okay. Can we get over there beforehand? Nice. Hey, Havoc. Hey, Nacho. Hooray! I think there's no cheesing this. I think we literally have to drop back down, do the thing again. How upsetting. There you go. The bot on Discord knows we're 5 minutes into this. Yeah, to be fair, we're in the same room as we left off last time, to be fair. Ooh. Ooh! There's a piss bottle over there. I'd be well remiss not to get the piss bottle. What are there? Mad skills. No! Almost ruined it. Yick! Nice. Piss. Hey, pumpkin. Yeah, lack of full. I actually kind of like the lack of full damage. Just as well, really, considering how tall everything is. Glorious. Oh. No full damage, just full death. Ooh. This sounds gribbly. Not sure on a scale of 1 to gribble. Oh, cat.
Only a few find the way. Some don't recognize it when they do. Some don't ever want to.
I love that line. It's in the first game as well. That's like, listen to you, gaslighting sack of shit. Oh yeah, we'll try this like once, and if I flub it, then, you know, usual stuff. Shit. No. Yes. And all was well in the world. Hey, Ollie. He sounds deeper. No, it's the same VA. It's 100% the same Alice and same cat. It's just that, I think, 10 years on, you know, he sounds a bit different. And probably clearer voice recording equipment, I imagine. I bet that does make a difference. I always wonder, who is Alice, I wonder, anyway. We should look this up at some point. Hey, Bello. Hey, Anna. Meow.
Lizzie hated locked rooms. Her room was further from the fire than mine. Smoke could not have killed her. She never locked her door. And besides, she knew another way out of the house. Out of the window. Someone incapacitated or killed Lizzie. Then locked her door, then took the lamp downstairs and started the fire to cover up their crime. Their plan was to kill us all.
Susie Bran. I'm just wondering if she's done anything else, actually. Here, Sage. Hey, Sanity. Hey, not sure. I've already said that, actually, didn't I? Sorry. So you get double hello. Hey, Deeks. Wonder who that could be. Eek. I hear Pigus. Pigus Maximus. Piggy. Bing. Yeah, that fucking the bad guy of this game, I'll say for now, is a real extra dirtbag. It's rare to get someone so horribly gribbly. Look at the heart crow.
Confront what frightens or offends you. Reckless or insulting talk should never go unchallenged.
Agreed. Never put up with shit. Always start fights. Never back down. Ha! Hey, Eki. What happened to him is absolutely justified, 100%. Yeah. It's extraordinarily satisfying. Sup, fuckers? Whoa! Whoa! Come on. Woo! Sorted him right at. Spooky flesh ball. Nice. Drink your tea, you slags. Agreed.
Food looms large in your dreams, Alice. Cake occupies a special place. Never rejected dessert, I suspect. Nor tea if cake was on offer.
I mean, if you like cake, why would you reject the cake? Ooh, mushroom. Boing. Oh no, the maze. The maze of Queensland. Disgusting. Uh-oh. Hick. Do it, you slag. You know, we know you like your maids and boojums. What? How dare you, sir? Boojums, I think not. Hick. Woo! How does one get through this maze? By wrecking the card guards. Hello. Time for tea, motherfuckers. Manflesk. What about Manflesk? I love it's all gone a husky and rotten. She still rains. Disturbing. Ow. Ow. None of that. Shame on you. Follow the same wall at all times. Yeah. You normally pick a direction, don't you, and follow around. Otherwise you get the bad. My teeth. Nice dress. It is a very nice dress, actually. Oh shit! This fucker again. The eyebrow raise plus the foot. He's like, awful. And lo, 1,000 DeviantArt posts were funded. Let's go. Rawr. When giant, Alice can attack by stomping or pounding. Attack the Queen's towers to expose her heart. Break down castle gates that block the way. Sounds reasonable. Out of the way, fuckers. Whee! This is a cool section though, I like it. She's very happy. Rawr. Hey, folks. You had a small snafu replacing the thermal. Wait, what happened? Alice is strong. My Warframe, my Alice frame is strong. Here. Let's give this a... Who shot me? Oh! Oh! Spicy. Get out of it, you slags. You put the CPU on the wrong way! Dude! Ollie. Son, I'm disappointed. This week on Death Battle, Alice versus Lady D. Out of it. Get out of it. Go on, Alice, give it a tug. Fuck you.
It's only a flesh wound.
A flesh wound. Rawr. I love that she got like the big stompy motion. Stompy, stompy. Well, lucky you caught it, Ollie. Lucky you caught it. She's got the big stomp energy. Is there a tower shooting me already? Ah. Sneaky. Fuck you. Edible loot?
Let us be. No need.
Please not eat the thermal paste. Please do not eat thermal paste, please. Please. Eh. Damn it, Alice. Give me tentacles. Yes, tentacles. Remember, the tip with thermal paste, less is more. You need tiny, 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 tiny bit of thermal paste. Oh, there's one here. Fuck you! Be rude not to kill these boys. Did someone say tentacles? Oh look, it's the Queen's eye.
Unwelcome visitor, return from whence you came.
Fuck you, Queenie.
Cease and desist.
Cease and desist! What do you reckon, Alice? Crush heart? Crush heart. Owl is trying to channel the Cheshire Cat. Like, if you say that like the Cheshire Cat, well, technically enough is more, less is bad, and too much is worse. It makes sense.
You were once two bits of the same psyche, so where does that leave you? Opinions vary. Still, to recover the past, to continue your search, you need to meet with her.
There's no reason to proceed.
This bit gets very gooey. The back of the tower. So this is where the Queen's been lurking. Like, her power's been, like, pretty nuked after the last encounter.
His hand was slimy, Alice, like an eel from the Isis. And his name won't help. Bumby. If he ever qualifies, his bedside manner will require improvement.
I actually really love the, I really love the look of that. Like, that's just kind of creepy, right? We've been watched. Time to go in. Hey, Jag. Sorry, I was setting your bum on fire. Rotten teeth and bleeding gums. Bad times. Gooey. This is the Queen's land, we all remember. Teefs. The hollowed out, like, bits of organ always look a bit creepy, I think. Yes, Stompy girl. Get out of it. Get out of here, little shits. We're like spinning on something? Weird. Honestly, I think the Queen's Castle is the highlight in both games, I think, honestly. Yes, Alice, tug it! Nice. Good work. Zombie Alice is very fine. Tentacles are like, no Alice, don't tug. The world after this is really disturbing. I like it in that sense. Fashion Alice is the highlight of the game. Yeah, Alice looks great. Alice has mad fashion sense. You joke, Noble, but I actually frequently use RAM at work to cut open boxes. It's fucking super handy. She got a mad fashion sense. Layers nerd. Game. Please.
Excellent.
You're supposed to say it like Beckett. Excellent. Dunk. Do you eat ram? No, you shouldn't eat ram. Don't eat thermal paste and don't eat ram. And you know that gel you see in boxes? It says don't eat. Don't eat that either. Do, 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 do. Gribbly. Always reminds me of like stomach acid or bile or something, doesn't it? Yeah. Bro. Phew. Hearts. The living cave levels in DM2. Yeah, I can see that. Oh no. Internal gribblers. Well, the other thing it all gets me reminding of is the Binding of Isaac's the womb stages. It's all the organs, I guess. Squeaky. Whoop. Perfect. Fuck you, gribblers. The game wasn't keen on it. Ick. Ick. Very sinewy, isn't it, as well? Sorry, Alice. It's not very dignified, but I have to look up sometimes. See if there's any hearts up there. Ah, there's one here. I love the idea that the Queen had to retreat deep, deep underground. It's a good symbol, a bit of symbolism as well, I think. Was that a tongue, or was that a tentacle? They look like tongues, don't they?
Lewd.
Lewd, maybe. That's what worries me a smidge. I wonder, is this supposed to be the throne room, do you think? From the first game, like underground? It's got the chandeliers. Like, I wonder if it's the idea it's the throne room that got pulled under. Alice is walking, by the way, I'm not making her RP walk.
I was expecting someone else.
The game's having a terrible time.
You don't know your own mind.
It's nearly a complete stranger.
What you claim not to know is merely what you've denied. You've recaptured your vagrant memories. What are you doing with them? You once rejected my attempts to control our lives forcefully. But now you've allowed another to succeed in my role.
I won't miss your tentacles.
Oh.
You'd prefer the hot, stinking breath and unyielding attention of a potent, unreasoning, unfeeling hellraiser? I don't think so.
Can you give me more than a warning? Caterpillar said you might help.
I'd need a better reason to respond than what's currently on offer.
If you don't, we're all doomed.
Not doomed, forgotten. I may survive here, but you're finished. You see the pattern of destruction? I know you do. The train is trying to destroy all
I thought it was
of
supposed to be
your
young
past,
Alice.
and especially the fire. Now, who would want that?
What colour is
Who
Lizzie's eyes, I
benefits
wonder?
from your madness?
The destruction of Wonderland is the destruction of me.
Indeed, and vice versa.
I've set it in motion. I can derail it. This is good for me. I'm not insane. I didn't kill my family. I am fine. I'm not mad. I'm innocent. I mean... What's happening? What are you doing?
The train must be stopped, but there's more to do. Your view conceals a tragedy. The whole truth you claim to see eludes you because you won't look at what's around you. There is no method in this madness.
Filthy.
My professional opinion, madness is often a treatable disease, though perhaps not in this case.
Authority must be obeyed, or it must be overthrown. Cruel to be kind.
It definitely looks more
that's
like
the
Alice in
technique,
the
as they say.
2D stuff.
She's as mad as a hatter, poor dearie.
Worst is over, and over, and over. Forget it, Alice. Forget it.
Ah!
Can't distinguish reality from illusion? Remember your last journey? An elephant never forgets where she left her trunk. When traveling by train, a valise, never bigger than your head. I may be wrong, Your Grace, but I doubt it. Down this path of primordial ooze and sideways.
Indeed, Doctor, well demanded, I'm sure. I mean to say, it's very hot in here. I mean to say, fuzzy. And she's no helping. Oh no, no help at all.
Humiliation, I say. I approve your release, and back you come like a bad penny. Reputation in ruins. People talk, Alice. I'm an old dog, ready to bone. Don't you know?
Yeah, Alice has a bad time in general.
You must never run away from home. Stay, Alice. Sit.
Man. They did not treat people well. Right, I'm going to quickly stop here a second and restart the game. Just 'cause it's being a bit weird. Right, be a sec. Let's just close this. Right. One more. There we go. No panic needed. Only Alice now. So is everyone actually this horrible to Alice, or is her madness kind of twisting the truth? I think the vast majority of this is accurate. There's some stuff that's not quite right, like some of the dialogue, I think. But generally speaking, obviously her parents passed away, she was chucked into a mental institution, and her money was squandered away from her by multiple people. She was then given to someone she shouldn't have been once she got released. There's blood on the floor. Single orphan woman in the Victorian era already in bad shape with a hint of mental illness, yeah. I think the implication is a lot of the dialogue is, hello. I think, like... It's my rabbit! I mean, there just hasn't been anyone in the story who's remotely sympathetic. Her nanny, like, the big lady, she's probably the one who's the nicest to her, I'd say. I guess we should follow them down that way, to see if there's anything up it. No. Trepanning.
If it isn't what's her name from the idiot's ward.
Yeah, it's Alice, Uncle's prize lunatic.
The instruments are gruesome, but a hole in the head gives the troubles more space. Just the thing for your stone of madness. Good for seizures too, maybe. You must be as sick of those as I am, hearing you whinge about 'em.
Not good. Interesting, there's a lot more of the music here is similar to the first game. Like with the bells and the sort of, almost a triangle-esque thing. Bloodletting. Yay, leeches!
Some mental conditions are relieved by bloodletting. Doctor thinks it won't be effective against your symptoms, but I am at the end of my tether, and these leeches need the work.
A baker's dozen, nurse. Let me put them on her.
No, me. I can make them hurt.
That's a lot of blood. At least the skeleton seems pretty cheerful. Yeah, I think IRL, Alice never got lobotomized, or well, I mean, obviously. There was no trepanning as far as I'm aware. The leeches on the hand could have been. I don't know if this is, I think this is more her
Which
fears.
way's up and which way's down?
I think this is
gonna
more her
say,
fears
Grave.
manifest, I think.
Don't interrupt. If I can't...
Go to the lavatory.
Maddening.
Yes, you are. But what am I?
I'll give
A
you...
present? You shouldn't. I've nothing for you.
So the real orderlies versus those two.
A feline.
What cat? Where? Is the fox among the pigeons? Sly devil.
Moved out of the hen house then? What?
I'm not trying to say there's an issue with the game. No, not at all. I think it's interesting. I mean, I think, truthfully, I think Alice is predisposed to disliking pretty much everyone in her life, right? More or less. I think the only person Alice can really trust is herself. I think... And maybe the cat.
Come now, Alice. Am I not to be as much honored and obeyed as the Queen? Is that asking too much? I want what she wanted. Give yourself over to that. Trade the tentacles for the train. It's altogether a better ride. It's that, or back to Rutledge.
Never a kind word or reward for services rendered. Don't I deserve a bit of luck? Don't piss on what's right known to me, I say. Brought you out of the asylum, now you go back on your own accord.
I told your mother, dear. You're a distant and stubborn child, too content in her own world. Young women need to leave their wonderlands. The real world is not so wonderful. You'll need to grow up. Perhaps some more time in care.
You look decent enough, but appearances deceive. I know you for an unstable and violent person. I can't say I'm surprised you've been incarcerated in the asylum again. A long stay under supervision would serve you right.
I mean, this section's clearly, like... The Queen talks about, like, her not addressing the truth. And perhaps this is her way of sort of showing things. spooky.
That asking too much. I want what she wanted.
What's on the signpost, I wonder? Looks like a lobster man. The whole section is very pretty. Yeah, it's very, I mean, it's very stylized and very well done. I mean, this whole game is really about the systematic abuse that Alice suffered from start to finish. Like, from the day she lost her parents to now, she really just had a fucking dreadful time. I don't know if they ever shaved her head, like IRL or not.
We need your help! Don't desert us! Again, don't ignore us!
Why do you suffer? The Queen's tyranny is just a memory. She has no power over you, does she?
Our enemies come and go, but now a new evil reigns, and this fiend's malevolence has eclipsed the conquered queens.
The child whinges and has no leg to stand on. And I think this is symbolic of Alice having to directly deal with her past here. Is it time for the level? It is. The dollhouse. Whee!
Lewd.
Oof. I think we can go all the way around to get some good ooze, I think. Oh look, cakes with bugs in it. Buggy cakes. Bugs. The dollhouse is an interesting stage. Like the centralized horrible tower, the destroyed like wasteland underneath it as well. They died in the fire that Alice thought she started, yes.
As beloved toys are to children, children often are to grown-ups. Objects of fancy and imagination and eventually discarded.
See, that's a disturbing line. I feel a lot of the, like, stuff here is quite symbolic as well. I think once you know what you're looking at, yeah, I do wonder if there's any extra bits missing in some way, shape or form, but... There's a bit of symbolism coming up that is not very subtle at all, and I think very, very obvious what's going on. I think Alice thought Dina knocked over the candle in the library. I think that's what initially she told herself. This is where a lot of stuff's alluded to in this game. Like, it's, you know, things are alluded to what, like, may or may not be going on. Piggy. But this is where it drops the pretense of that. Oh. Shit. I overheated my pig. How many times have I played this game? Oh gosh. Probably about, I don't know, maybe 10 to completion, maybe. Definitely, not quite as many as, look, Jabberwock. Maybe we should look at a hero, like the hero down there fighting the mythical Jabberwock, who looks suspiciously like one grill here. Also, hello, Dawn. Speedrun when? Oh, I'm not good enough with the tech for this kind of game to do speedruns of it. I really enjoy them though.
Seek and ye shall find, they say. But they don't say what you'll find.
Looks like a Magatama, doesn't it? Sometimes I feel a lot of the like things in the stage is symbolic of some of the adults who've done her a disservice. Fort resistance. Didn't get him. Shit. Come on, shoot me. What are you gonna do? Shoot me? Says girl who was shot. I am playing this on hard, but I feel with the fully upgraded weapons, the difficulty doesn't make a huge amount of odds. These are the lobotomized kids from the asylum and the school in the first game.
The unstable are more than merely mad. They have other parts. The Dollmaker will deprive them of what remains of their deranged souls. They need care.
I know their pain. I would assist, but is sanity required for the job?
A limited quantity. You're not mad enough to be rejected. You're like them. Of them, in a way, but not them. I should say not us. For I'm them, but you're on your way. The way is clearly marked.
I believe I know that way, and I'd rather not travel further along it.
He's here, you dimwit. Get inside.
Uh-oh. Calcabina. Oh yeah, from... Is that the... I forget the tower. We gotta basically break open the shell of the doll, which strips the doll completely naked. Right, if you didn't want any more subtle clues, so there's been some bad shit going on. This game is just messed up. It is. But I really appreciate that it's not done. It's not done in sort of a like a, you know, like an edgy lol fashion sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Self-reliance is a virtue. Now you've heard it.
Cat, if you got nothing fucking useful to say, bog off. You're right, Bugs. The soldier impaled on his own gun. I mean, the other thing is, look at the switches. pair of lips, like, dangling around. I feel there's actually a lot in these sections that, like, when you start realizing, you're like, ah, lame. Not quite. Woo! Shit's Cutie Buffet is a sinister interior. Not unlike like a child molester metaphor. Like, yeah. For sure. The dialogue in this game is very well done. Yeah. It's time for tea, Alice. I feel that the chairs watching people when they sit, or watching the children when they sit, eyes on the back of the chairs, maybe staring at their backs, their backsides.
Every child has a purpose. It is the beholden duty of knowing adults to fit every young person to her calling.
The rabbit with the noose. A lot of good job at hating stuff, yeah. I mean, look at the doctor at the start. Kids are used by adults for entertainment and then discarded. Again, subtle as a brick, that one, I think, with what's been going on. Which way did we come from? Shit, I got turned around. This way, I want to say? Death of a childhood? Yeah, innocence lost, I can see that. The rabbit's something very important to her childhood, in particular. The sense of adventure, you know, that sense of calling her adventure. The moment it feels like reading Lord of the Fries would brighten your day, seriously. Not including Dollhouse, I know. I actually really like the implication that this stage is all like based on top of each other, right? Like it's like dollhouses within dollhouse, like corridors that lead on top of corridors that flip around again. It's almost like, again, the way I maybe reading too much into it perhaps, but like the idea being this memory was there all this time and it's starting to like unfurl itself.
Every creature has a purpose. It is my sacred duty to fit every young person to a calling, be it for ornament or use. Read your history. Read your mythology.
Ornament or use? Yeah, that's gross. Shit. Oh, thanks, game. I feel that even the cakes are symbolic in this, right? Like something that looks sweet and nice on the outside, but, you know, has fucking bugs in it. of whiplash to have been playing that and then come to this. Oh shit. Okay. I bet. Have I got enough time? Spooky. I mean, FF14's got some dark shit in it, but yeah, this is definitely essentially what you were discovering as a fucking child sex ring. It's probably not great. Piggy. Piggy. Nice. I mean, a bed covered in blood too. Oh, good. Thought I could get in there, maybe I can't. I feel a lot of the game up to this point has been dealing with like Alice's past as a whole and how to sort of deal with it. Her fear, her denial, her anger, her guilt, you know, that kind of stuff. Well, let's go get this first. But this stage, I think this stage is something else entirely. This is dealing with her present, I think. Get that flying one first, I think. Damn, I can't. Usually. Okay, did I get him? No. Shit. Yeah, one back. We were on the last stage now. Nice. Yeah, I'm interested in what the prequels can dive into. I mean, there's a lot of way you can flesh out her time at Rutledge, I think. For sure. There's been a game in pre-production for quite some time. The interesting thing about the train, and I mean, look at the sofa with hands. Like, you can't even escape even when sitting down on the sofa. They're out to get you. Oh, was I too slow?
What is truly sought is most often found, if it is findable.
No, maybe not. Like, the idea of the train, like, Alice has got this Wonderland, and yeah, it might have been a bit fucked up, but, you know, it was hers. And then the idea of this new train just comes crashing through it, wrecking everything and everybody inside it. Yeah, like a novel or a graphic novel with Alice stuff in it would be fantastic, actually. Yeah. Oh yeah, me and American streamed. I actually streamed this game with him. It was really cool. Very nice chap he is too. Whee! Yeah, American's a real gent. Nice dude. I hear Piggy. There we go. Build your own sad lad. We've got to find the pieces though. Nice. Clink, clink, clink. Right, we got one then. Let's go look for the others. These things are easy once you break the out of armor stuff. Nice. It's a rabbit. This is worth 1p. Nice. Yeah, like, I think, to be honest, I think the game's combat in this is really well put together. Like, the first game had fun combat, but it definitely has that very loose playing, it feels like Quake kind of jobby. Bollocks, have I missed one then? I missed a room somewhere. We did that one already. There wasn't another thing up here, was it? Like the other door was open, maybe? Ah, it is. I did wonder. There we go. Build your sad lad. No. There you go, one sad lad. The pitch babies are right nuisance. You can normally get them fairly quick with the teapot though. Yeah, the subtlety out is the subtlety sort of gone at this point. I think that's the point as well, though, is that Alice is finally starting to deal with what's been in front of her the entire time. Where are we going there? Oh, just got myself schooled. Well, the subtlety in the previous stages, I think. Go on the way back. There we go. Sproing. Cakes with bugs and delicious bugs. It's just getting more derelict, yeah. It's getting like worse and worse as we're going into the stage. You know the kid, like the other thing you probably saw, the kid who crawls up to Alice is like, please don't forsake us again. I think that parallels the real life kids in the asylum. Not the asylum, sorry, the Bumby's home. Dr. Bumby's place. Because Alice like mums them, if you actually remember the start of the game. A good worker is a live worker. Free to live and work. A bad worker is a dead worker. Thank you very much for the bees, Wombat.
There's a tool for every task. Even the humble funnel has a special job. How would you get gin from a barrel into a bottle?
I feel like there's lips for eyes. Hick. Can we get up there reasonably easily? I think if we go now, we should be able to. Fuck! Piggy. That's not a pig. I need the pig destroyer. I ran out of pig juice. Oh, it's surprisingly harder than you think. You know what? Gingerbreads. Oh, nice.
Ah, there you are, Alice. The one that uses it never knows that he's using it. What is it?
Coffin. Perfect.
Excellent.
Ka-dunk. Do, do, do. Where are we going? About this way, I guess. Spoing. Is there anything up here to get? I don't think so.
Looks looks like a perfect fit, and I'm a perfect judge. Time to put your new noggin to use.
Boing. We get to be a doll head now. Oh. Whee! Whee! It's like Super Monkey Ball. It's like Super Alice Ball, basically.
Lewd.
Press the X button on your keyboard. That angered me greatly. Bonk. Uh-oh. What's this symbolizing exactly? Hey, Torbett. I'm not entirely sure. Oh. Game. Game! There we go. No! Mental conditioning? Yeah, I can see that actually. God damn it, game. Chill your shit. Oh. Woo! Yoo-hoo! House Flipper? I've heard it's really good. Super Alice Racing. Do, 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 do. Whee! Oop. Bonk. Knocking your marbles away. Bonk. Whee! Looks legit. All those fun slides from earlier, and this one's got spikes hidden underneath the glass. Rusty nails. Look at when he shoots his shot too early. No! It was a perfect shot. It's all very meaty in there. Meaty. Ooh. This is one of them Winnebagos. I think I missed the piggy back there. She's smidge upside. That's weird. That is an image, and I find it deeply upsetting. Oh look, it's that Has science gone too far, Pigeon? The one with the fucking abs. I approve.
Lewd.
A good worker is a live worker. Failure to live and to work. A bad worker is a dead worker, and vice versa. Don't be a bad worker. I love that. I love those lines in particular. They're so good. Thank you very much, Fiery Phoenix. That's really kind, man. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying this. Abort the brainchild. Kill the childhood stone dead while it still forms. Does make you wonder what's going on. Yeah. Killing the child part of the brain, I guess. Or locating it, perhaps.
Be careful, Alice.
Be careful, Alice. Hick. Bonk. I hear gribblers. I never did Resi Zero on stream. Yeah, I think that could be quite fun to do. Maybe do Resi Zero and then Resi 1 Remake. I think that could be fun. Wonder how we get.
Lewd.
Nah. You endorse this plan? Is it a good plan? Code Veronica? Could do Code Veronica. Oops. So that does that one. Oh, I see. Okay. Thank you very much, Wombat, for the biddies as well. Resident Evil Gaiden. I never played that one. I know Kiko has. I've never played it, but... no brains needed here. Oh, we're back here. Hey, man. Just gonna get a drink, so it goes. Time's at 9 o'clock. Also, I think I've been perching weird. Ugh. 2 secs. Oh, there we go. Thank you again, Fire Phoenix. Seriously though, dude. That was very kind. Deliscus Peppers. How's it going, man? We got to the bit about the horrible child abuse. Yay! Wait, no, not that. The other thing. Ugh. Basically this bit gets worse and worse as you look at it, doesn't it? This horrible, rusty, insidious place with nasty nails everywhere. Ow. No! Was that cat Vincent? Am I Vincent? I need to do the other things that actually still. I wonder if that actually does anything. Oh, is that? I think that's way higher than I think it is. I'm not sure there's anything to actually get over here. No, I don't think there is. Unless that thing. Unless you have to go on this thing. Might have to push us down to get that one there. Yeah. There we go. No, the 3 blind mice are in a jar. Rest in peace, guys. Three blind Jeremys. Oh, fuck. Probably should deal with this. Do we want to go over there or do we go this way? Okay, this way, okay. Yeah, we go. So we want to push that one up so we can get onto this one. How else am I supposed to do that from here? I wonder. This way, I guess. And then. No? Not like that. Okay. Well, first things first, I need to get rid of these assholes. Otherwise, that's going to be a nightmare.
Lewd.
Nice. Dawnster, thank you so much for the resub. Thank you very much for the subscription. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I think it's too fast to actually get to it. Yeah, it is. Okay. So maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. We actually need to get out there first. Do a slightly different way around. We do it this way around, like so. And once we're up here, that's when we put this on here, so we can then get across the platform. Hey, it's a dope. Twitch freezing the video, really? I haven't noticed anything personally, but... we can sometimes make the game cells harder, because... oh no! Seriously, Dawn, thank you very much again. We actually have a couple of Alice emotes. So... ooh. I feel it would have been nice to have, like, Alice's commentary, like, on some of these bits, I think. Like, what she thought about stuff. Would have been quite interesting. So we want to go with that, right? Ah.
Lewd.
I noticed I love Alice one. That's one of my favourite stories as a child, and when I developed a love for horror, American McGee's Alice had me instantly. Yeah, same. As soon as I saw it, I was like, this. It just really fucking appealed to me. I mean, so much so I have Alice tattoos. So, you know. Alice is the game that launched my YouTube channel all those years ago. Fun enough. Which is why it was honestly an absolute pleasure to play this with American McGee. Like, I think I peaked at that point, you know. You have a t-shirt of Disney Alice? I have that shirt too. I got that shirt. My one's blue. I think it's like a bluey sort of colour. The crispy 2009 Ween mic quality. I know, it was beautiful, wasn't it? Hot garbage that's aged like milk, but hey, it was mine and I did it. That's the thing. Everyone's got to find a way to leave, you know, a bit of themselves somewhere maybe.
Lewd.
Get now, good to see you. How are you? How's things? Is this gonna? Oh yeah, Bloodstained is fucking incredible. Really, really good game. I think that's on Games for Gold this week or month or something, I believe. Thank you so much for the 46, Kidra now. Uh-oh, I'm about to get spared. Oh, we're good. Bloodstained deal? What DLC? Do you mean with Matey in it and stuff? Crunchwrap Supreme, thank you so much. Sorry, I can't see the message just a second. Won't be 2 ticks and I will see the message. Right, hold on. Do apologise. Sorry, I've just got to load up the Streamlabs thing. Sorry, sometimes it comes out really, really small and I can't see what the actual text is and I'd like to properly read the message. Sometimes it's okay, it's really weird. Crunchwrap Supreme donated $5. Thank you very much. Thanks for the videos. They really helped me get through that summer. Oh, you're very, very welcome. I'm like just trying to yeet my controller on the floor. You're very welcome. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Like seriously, thank you very much. Honestly, my pleasure. It really is. Like I've always enjoyed doing this, so. Nothing is perfect the first time. I mean, literally. Okay, so we want to go that way, do we? Here you go. I'll make all of you who want me to heal to full each time happy. I'll just quickly heal. You think they're blasphemous, yeah? Blasphemous was cool. Unless you like the lewd. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Uh-oh. 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 We have goofed. Oh, rescued that. Rescued it. We do like a bit of the lewd around here. It became a bit of a running joke. So we were sort of stuck with it. Well, in all fairness, jokes aside, we're sex positive, non-judgy around it. So that's a nice way to keep it, I think. Fucking tea. There we go.
Lewd.
Rage gave way to lewd. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe when I was playing the new Doom, maybe not. That fucked me off. This looks sus. Knew it. Dragon's Dogma's great. I've actually been tempted to stream it at some point. It's really fun. Oh, hey, Dolly. He's here on the front. Ouch. Nice. I think there's another one here somewhere. I love a Dragon's Dogma too. That's a problem with the new Doom. I just got salty over it because it wasn't Doom 1. Like, my basic argument was this, right? I was like, see this game that I like? This is game A. I'm playing game B. Why isn't it game A? That was my argument. Like, pretty much the entire way through. gooey. We're missing some dudes somewhere. Ah. Can I shoot from here? Nice. I really liked Doom 2016. Like, the way it flowed for me was really solid. Whereas the new Doom, I was just like... like that. That's all the words I made.
Damaged people feed on the emotions of others, their strengths and weaknesses.
My biggest problem with it was the way it wanted you to always swap weapons, which, again, I can see why, because people in the first game were like, I like weapon, I'm going to stick with it. But that was kind of what I really liked about it. Kill or be killed? I'm game. Oh look, some snorks. Back to Moomin Valley with you, Snork Maiden. Nice. Ugh. But yeah, my sort of dislike of it was simply because it wasn't the game it wasn't. Which, you know, it's not really Doom Eternal's fault, to be perfectly honest. It's just a personal preference on my part. But that's the thing.
Come, Alice, don't dawdle. You've already missed the train.
Fuck the train. Nice. The Doom Eternal stream, the first time I used all caps that win unironically. Oh no. The ironic all caps is the way forward though. Yeah, I wasn't very keen on it. And I gotta be honest, I do the same with Let's Plays. If I don't like something, I find it very difficult to like legitimately dislike something. Like, I don't like The Evil Within particularly, but it's funny shit. Like, I just found that Doom Eternal was just not my game.
Threats, promises, and good intentions don't amount to action.
Let's Plays. No, man. No, sadly, dude. Sadly not. I think my time on YouTube has long since gone. Is there something over here on this? I feel it must be. I think I might have to do something there first, actually. Yeah, I'm glad I'm still doing bits. It's always a bit sad. I remember, like, creators when I was on, you know, watching on YouTube, and one day they just sort of up and go, and that's it. You never hear from them again. It's like, well, I mean, I hope they're alright.
The undiscovered guilty and the wronged innocent share similar fates. Prisons and chains have many forms.
Yeah, Top I did actually. How dare you have your own opinion on sub? Yeah, but yeah, basically what happens is I have a lot of difficulty essentially keeping. Oh, sorry, word. Where do we go down again? Over there? Or was it on that side? Oh, it's that side we've now opened, right? On when we go over there. Is it in here? I think so. Yes. Yeah, I have a lot of difficulty when I don't like something, like obviously don't like something, without, and I get kind of whiny. Like, where I feel like I gotta carry on doing it, maybe. Let's get. Oh, shit! Truthfully, Noble, that's exactly what I would have preferred to be doing. What? Where am I going? That way. Nice. What's in hole number 3? Eek. Boop. Yeah, it's always a bit sad when, like, creators just up and go, I think. Like, sometimes you get a bit of warning. Like, hey, I did it, it was fun, we out, you know? And that's cool. Like, that's pretty natural. Sometimes people just have enough of stuff, and that's alright. But sometimes you're just literally like, oh, I wonder what happened to that video guy I liked a little while ago. And you, like, look around, you look, and it's like, they're just fucking missing. It's like last upload 6 years ago, whatever, like, man, what the fuck? Into hole number 5. Nice. The Ara emote is so small you read it as ass sex. Could you imagine? Twitch gets really cross with me for having the Ahego faces, and then they're like, and then we're just like, I want an emote that says ass sex. That's really fucking funny, actually. Where did that open? I wasn't paying attention. Wasn't in here, was it? Was it back to where I came? It was, wasn't it? YouTube's definitely anti-small creators, isn't it? They have been for, you know, quite a substantial amount of time, I think. And what classifies as a small creator can be absolutely enormous, which is kind of crazy. 666, you say? Down, down, down. Gotta go keep further down. Oh shit, sorry. Keep burning Alice's ass. Apologies, Alice. A big screaming chasm. Good shit. Oh, Donta asked me about my LPs. Oh, sorry, Donta. You used to LP. What stopped, if I may ask? I did it all, I think. Like, that was my thought, really. Like, I did everything I sort of set out to do, and I was starting to get a bit fed up. And I think I wanted to stop while I enjoyed it, and people still enjoyed it, than be one of those YouTubers that strung it out until, like, you get barely 100 views. Like, when you've got 50,000 subs, and, like, you know, it's just like, I think it's time to stop while it's good. Yeah, literally, the mighty algorithm. Yeah, the mighty algorithm just screws. And I basically got I guess shadow banned by the algorithm a fair whack at the time because of the content I was doing. Hey! Hey, little shit! Yeah, literally, I become a Minecraft channel or something. Like, you joke, but it kind of goes through your head a little bit, right? Like, joking aside, it does sort of get in there a smidge, right? And you think, like, do I call it quits? Like, jokes aside, it's kind of hard, right? If you've been given a source of income for something you really enjoy doing, more or less, you get into the swing of things. You get into this obligation of doing it, get like a rhythm of things. And then, are you still enjoying doing the thing, or are you doing it because you're getting money for it? Now, for the first 5 years of the 6 years or whatever it was of the YouTube channel, that wasn't even a question in my mind. You never had that, because you didn't have adverts on your videos. You didn't have sponsorship deals. You didn't have Raid Shadow Legends or whatever the fuck. Like, you didn't have any of that back in the days. Like, it didn't matter. And so it didn't even matter. You did it because it was fun, And if it wasn't fun, you didn't do it. But the second you bring in a monetary reason for it, it becomes a bit more difficult, I think. And then you start to tell yourself you have to do it. And you're no longer doing it because you want to. And I think that's when it starts to suffer. And it was starting to get that point where I thought, not necessarily for the monetary reasons maybe, but for the obligation of it. This is what I do, so I should keep doing it. And one thing that you don't see a lot of behind a YouTube channel is the amount of work that goes into it. And those who've done videos can really appreciate it, I think. Especially video gaming videos where you have to do a lot of editing. Where, for what is a 20-minute segment of a video, is hours of work. Like, you've got to record it, you've got to sound balance, you've got to edit it, you've got to splice a thing in, you've got to remove a bit of it after you've done all that as well, because YouTube doesn't fucking like it for some reason. You've then got to compress it, you've got to upload it, you've got to make sure that works, you've got to get all the other bits ready, you've got to then try and advertise the fact you've done it. There's a lot that goes into it. It really is, and that can be quite draining, especially when you don't know. Like, I think this video is great. I got 50,000 subs, and 1,000 people see it, and you're like, that's not cool. What's wrong? Like, what have I done differently that people aren't keen on? Is it the content isn't good enough anymore? Is it the fact that people don't even realise the content is there? You start having these sort of doubts and stuff, and eventually you start to wonder, is it bloody worth it? But then I started doing something as I was starting to wind the YouTube down. Get out of it. I started to do something as I was winding YouTube down, which... It's a stovepipe hat. Nice. Which was Twitch. And I discovered that it was not only more fun, because I could just play without having to worry about editing, if you like. But I had direct interaction with the people I really wanted to interact with. Like, a lot of the fun of the YouTube content, especially the Let's Plays, it's called a Let's Play for a reason. I don't know if it's possible that people don't remember the originals now, but, like, it was a Let's Play, as in let us play together. So we did a game. I mean, originally it was on a forum. It was on Penny Arcade. And when I did Alice, the very first game I did it, the opening thread was, I had the logo, I had a picture of Alice, I had a description of who Alice was, picture of the cat, a description of the cat, all the different weapons. Like, I'd done a massive, like, basically, like, huge forum thread for this thing, with all the details about the game, and when it came out, who made it, you know, that kind of stuff. And then as you do each set, you start talking with the people, and people start getting invested, and say, oh, hey, could you try this out, or can we do this, can we do that? And that was always really fun, I thought. And that was one of the more exciting things about it, I think. Have I gone... Okay, so where are we going exactly? Have I goofed? Have I missed something? We got to get around there, which is over there somewhere. How do we get over there somewhere? There's something over here too. What's this over here? Let's go have a look. A big fat lot of nothing. Okay, so where are we going? Back this way. I think we've obviously got to do something up there, but I'm not quite sure what. We need to open something up first. Probably goes without saying, but you are the best LPer out there, from the slightly awkward Alice LP to the hilarity of Alan Wake, Call of Cthulhu. I can't thank you enough for all the smiles. Well, honestly, it was my pleasure. Like, I know it sounds kind of corny, but I did it. I did it for everybody. I did it for you guys. Like, that was the goal. The goal was always to show fun, meaningful, interesting video games. That's why I started with Alice. It wasn't a super well-known game. You know, it was a reasonably big game. It wasn't like crazy super known, I don't think. Even at the time, like when I did the LP in 2008, maybe, I think 2008. So it's been out 8 years. It was only on PC. It had a budget release at some point. Along with it got tied in with Undying, of horrible things. And I wanted to show off an interesting game. And it kind of worked. And that was interesting. And fun fact, you don't do this now because it would literally fucking shit can your YouTube channel. Piggy! Pig, 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 pig. Pig? Pig, pig? Pig, 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 pig. Pig, pig? Pig, pig. Piggy. You wouldn't do this now because it shit can your YouTube channel. But, yeah, exactly, Ibis, exactly. But yeah, when I first did the YouTube stuff, between Alice and Call of Cthulhu, I think it was about a 3-month break. That game was what brought me to this channel. I want to see the gameplay for the original Alice. Yeah, I think a few people mentioned that, you know? They were just like, I heard there was like an Alice in Wonderland horror game, and I don't know much about it. That sounds really cool. And it's like, yeah. And it was so exciting to do it, like, and see people's reactions too. I mean, I'm fortunate that, you know, I managed to move over from YouTube to Twitch and have, oh no, the mice again, and have a following, still. I don't think I would have as many people, like, necessarily here if I didn't. And I'm very grateful for that. Oh, piss off. You found a British yokel with a bad mic and it kind of stuck. And it kind of sucked. Boo. Oh no, Theo, that's always a bad time. Found you during my horror game period, and you had much scarier games than I felt the mainstream had at the time. Yeah, I did, like, Penumbra was an interesting one, because originally I was looking for, like, that was my bad. I was looking for, what's it? Interesting horror games that were unusual. That's why I did stuff like Penumbra and Cryostasis and things. Again, it was one of the things was really about bringing... Oh, nice. Was bringing strange and unique games that people hadn't seen before. Again, that's why Alice was important to me. Dark Corners of the Earth wasn't a particularly massive game either. Possibly a lot more well known when, you know, when it is now. Possibly a lot more well known now than it was when I did it, I think. Because H.P. Lovecraft is much more in the mainstream now, I think, than it was. Hey, Andy Bryan. Boojums! Goddamn Booj. Oh, Cat, you're just trying to... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know, Cat. Don't sass me. And that's the thing, I had so much fun over the years doing YouTube. I would never take it back. I've met some real fucking awesome people from it. Had a great time. Don't you dare. and overall, just been a win. Like, for me personally, like, it's just been great. Bonk. What's stuck in head shouting T when shooting the teapot? I know. I know. The Twitch streams, the thing is, the other thing about Twitch, and it's the same trap that I almost fell into with YouTube, is you feel a lot, I say a lot of people feel obligated to keep it up. And the other thing is, if you try and do it for a job, that is rough. I have the utmost respect for people who do it full time as a job. Like, I do it as, like, we do it, basically I'm here for funsies. And you guys are, like, pop along in the evening and we chat and have a good time and it's really nice. And I find it incredibly relaxing. Like, compared to YouTube, where it was almost, not stressful per se, but there was a lot of work and a lot of disheartening stuff that, especially towards the end, that went into it. Twitch is kind of just hit go, It's like all your friends show up, innit? And then we have a nice little chin wag. We chat shit. And then we done for the night and I go to bed. And it's like, oh, that was really nice. That was really fun. Just got to have a bit of a natter with a load of people. But I think if you were doing that 9 hours a day, every day... well, I know I stream pretty much every day, but I tend to do, what, a couple of hours? Like, you know, a couple of hours and a half in the evening. You did a 12-hour stream and goddamn it was draining. I bet it was, man. I bet it was. I bet it was exhausting. It's surprising, like, how much concentration you actually need to play and read chat and stuff. That's why it's super easy to miss chat sometimes, and you don't mean to. And people go like, "Oi, you missed my comment, you shitter." I'm like, "Yeah, I did. I'm really sorry. I failed at multitasking." Like, and it's just like, obviously I'd rather not miss chat, but... Oh, people can be really insipid. People are gross, that's the thing. And, like, you can have some, real crappy people in the YouTube comments. Again, like I've told you before, I've had death threats over the years and other stupid shit. That you just get, like, and you're just like, what? Get some fucking priorities, dude. This looks sus. Hello. Is though, and again, it's easier said than done. There's always going to be fucking toxic assholes around, right? Who try and shit on everything we do. But the thing is, there's always so many more positive people. And the difficult thing about negativity, right? And this is kind of why YouTube feeds off it. I say this as old man yells at YouTube cloud, but it's true. It's so much better view-wise to make negative YouTube content than it is to make positive YouTube content, because it sticks with people and people look for it and people thrive off it. People like that shit. I mean, look at drama channels. I mean, look at you know, crime channels and just negativity in general. People love it, and because I personally believe it really sticks with you a lot longer. Negativity stuff. And so when you come at the YouTube comments, you could have 100 people say, "You know what, dude? You're fucking cool, and I really like what you're doing." And you got one guy that goes like, hey you. You're like, yeah? You're a piece of shit. You're like, eh. And everyone's like, no, don't listen to that guy. Like, us 100 people here, like, we think you're really cool. But that guy said I'm a piece of shit. Savaged.
Lewd.
Lewd. The Wholesome Brigade. We had an emergency call from Mr. Handel, said it was too wholesome, we had something to be done. So we made it lewd. Damn, dude. Holy shit. Damn, you mad lad again. Mr. Hansel knows what the lewd brigade is after all. Jesus, thank you so much. Thank you very much. Speaking of wholesome, that was extremely lovely of you. Thank you. Oh, it's a low-res house, my favourite. We're lewd and wholesome. That's always the plan. And we take the... I'm guessing it's supposed to leave, like, an elevator back up from the depths. And you're now back on the surface. I told him to carp on the chat with subs. Well, it works. It does. It works very well. Thank you very much. I would give you a hug if I could. Thank you. Hick. Yoink. But yeah, I really think that, especially when you're doing YouTube or when you're doing Twitch, it's very, very easy to focus on the negative stuff by accident and forget about the positive stuff.
Annihilate what threatens to destroy you.
I'm in. I'm working on it, kitty. I'm working on it. Kitty! It's like a horrible teapot baby monster. Strange. Loot jokes are great. I think a lot of the... Like, as long as everyone's having fun and no one feels, like, uncomfortable with it, that's the main thing. We received a message from Ms. Grill saying that Mr. Hansen is a shitter and a tank soldier. What the fuck? Rude. Mr. Hansen can't let that stand. Needs to fight. Get a tuner and smack him. Thank you very, very much. Wow, it's amazing that Her Majesty's getting involved in that. Thank you very, very much for the kind donation. Was that you, Kane? Oh, watch out, this thing's super loud. Lol, you can't hurt me when I'm tiny. Seriously, I don't know if this is intentional, but it really works. Uh-oh. That's less so. Less so. Eek! Eek! This level is long. This level is long. We're not that far from the end of it, I believe, actually. We're not a huge way from the end. Got Alice cooked a bit there. Apologies, Alice. You can neither confirm nor deny that. Well, thank you very much. Thank you to both of you. Damn. You can't hurt me on small. I can and I will. I see. I mean, you've probably got like 20 minutes before we get to the end of the stage, probably. So I don't know if you want to get grabbed. Like, get grabbed. Don't not eat. Eating's important. As everyone here always reminds me. Although I'm better about that now. Right. Yoo-hoo! What the fuck? Fucking shenanigans that was. Absolute disgusting scam. Alright. Let's go. Yep. We made it back to the fort. Fort disturbing baby crotch. He did a video once of a creator who was basically quitting because of the minority of abject toxicity in his fanbase that overshadowing the rest. In the video, he kind of interviewed a bunch of his friends that make videos as well, and they said, "What's the worst comment you had that stuck with you?" And you can see the exhausted reaction in all of them, and it's just real rough. Yeah, it really is. Oh god. so. Okay, I didn't quite see that one. Hold on. Word from Mr. Hansel, public advisor that Ms. Gretel's a liar and runs a YouTube channel dedicated to not wearing masks. Oh! Now them's the fighting words. Oh, good lord. Thank you very much again, Mr. Hansel. Very, very kind. You guys are so funny. Thank you very, very much. Time to go into Fort Resistance. Ah, yes. That one's also fairly explicit and obvious. Does this lead outside, or is this to goodies? I think this might be to goodies.
The signs of the body's illness or infirmity are obvious compared to those of the diseased.
Alright, Don.
And the cures? How and when a broken leg heals is clear. Can one heal a broken mind? How does one know if it's healed?
Eat teapot. I forget, is there anything actually up here to get? Or is it just look around? I think I might just look around. I mean, I think the idea of a psychologist who does these things is pretty upsetting, right? I think it works quite well. Hey, Jen. Thank you again, by the way. Very good. Alright, let's go in the doll ass, I guess.
Lewd.
Deed poll daily. It's been uncovered that Miss Hansel is an anti-vax who runs a black market trade ring, for which he doesn't pay any tax either. Good lord.
Lewd.
I thought Mr. Hansel and Ms. Gretel both seem to be very, very solid people, personally. I might be biased though. Thank you very much, by the way. Like I said, you lot are so funny. Jen, thank you so much! Thank you for the gift subs! More dollhouse. Oh god, it's breathing fire. Nice. Oh dear god. I need to get up there and sort that asshole out there. Nope. Ouch. Shit, I didn't dodge in time. Oh boy. Harry. Ow. No, this game does not pull any punches with the themes. And I kind of think that's quite important. I think if you wishy-washy your way around something so sensitive, then you're going to sort of do the worst of both worlds, I think. I definitely feel that this is the era of... This was the era of game where you kind of almost didn't know what you were letting yourself in for, I feel. Whereas now, I think, like, a lot of games these days would have warnings on the... like, when you start the game up. Giving you a heads up that shit's gonna get nasty. Kiga won FCL with the Fed C and got a 2,000% hype train. Damn, that's really friggin' cool. Oh, that's awesome news. Kiko's such a nice dude. I barely see him these days, which is unfortunate, but I'm glad he's really doing alright. Hazardous of us both streaming, I suppose. A link to the past sub goal. Oh, that's awesome. We gotta do musical notes. I'm ready. How many subs was that then? $500, jeez. Well, 501 go? Wow. What the music theme is? I'm trying to recognize it, but I can't.
No melody should soothe this outrage.
Agreed, Alice, agreed. The Looking Glass line. The Dollhouse. Looking Glass Railway. $500 subs in total. You got 178 or 183. Damn, that's really good. Oh, that's really lovely. Alice is super badass. She's great. Lots of dolls. Oh, that's one of those. I think I've got that one already, actually. There's one I'm missing. I don't think it's that one. Piggy. Where Piggy at? Under here? And Piggy at. Your arm's still sore. It could be the main theme. Do 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 do. Oh, I don't know. It didn't sound quite like it, but I could be wrong. A Link to the Past is a great game. That'll be a fun one too. Oh, you got the third shank. Ah, nice one. Hey, Holly. How you doing? Whee. Boing. Uh-oh. I can't remember how many of these sections there are. I can't remember if it's 2 or 3. As solid okay as ever. Ah, okay's alright. Bonk. Bonk. I think you gotta like flip up here. Oh no, I haven't got enough juice to make it up. I think we gotta hit the ramp like that and then yeah, there we go. Oh no!
Lewd.
Wink. Sick jumps, bro. Oh, you doing commissions again? Nice! You had any cool ones pop up? Or like any cool, like, interesting ideas that you're working on? Or are they just the start of like the ones at the moment, like, hey, can you do this? I always think it must be really hard as an artist, because you really don't know what you're... Sort of honest. Donk. Okay. Welcome back. Pew! Danky Can Country. Fuck! Oh, excuse me, Jesus. Ugh. I keep getting subs when I'm not watching people. First you win, now Kiko. Nice. Yeah, he's occasionally lurking on stream and like, I am subbed to them now. Ooh. Right about there then. There we go. Oh, these are the December ones. Oh, okay, okay. I gotta be honest, I'm so like late on my Patreon stuff. I need to like catch up and see what's been released and such. So if you have been showing a lot of them off, I might miss some. I do apologise. There's a new what? Sorry. A new what in 14? Oh. Really, Kane? That's amazing. People here are incredibly generous. Like, as tonight, among other things I've shown, it's just always blows my mind. Wait, there's a new jumping puzzle. Really? What? I haven't done it yet. I need to get on that. Yay! I'm very clever. And no one can tell me otherwise. Ugh. Oh, oh, nice. 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 Double nice. Woohoo! The game crashed. This makes me a little bit sad. Let's load that back up then. Well, thank goodness we didn't just get to the end of that session. That was a scam. Dragon Age Origin playthrough? Oh, you'll be fine with that. You'll be fine with that. I literally streamed Conan Exiles, like, and half the time my character was fucking ass crack naked. You'll be right. Oh, grand. Right, here we go, take two. This time I can get it all done first try though. Fucking easy peasy. No! Yeah! I just don't think it likes this section at all. Bonk. Whee. GG easy. No! Less GG. No. Uh-oh. I think I've goofed. Alright, back round we go. Yep. Yep. Alright. Yep. Bonk. Oh, hold on, I'm not sure if I had a chance to ask you yet. How have you found the new raid series in general? What do you think of it? Do you like it? Ooh. Oh, I hate I do. What value does the teeth have? You haven't seen much of it in this playthrough because I'm playing on New Game Plus. But the teeth get you. This makes me smolder with generic rage. And I'm stuck. Okay. Whee! Boo! There we go. I no longer smolder with generic rage. Bonk. Huh. I did that last time as well. Oh, the wet fart of a fucking... Get up there! Right. Boonk. As far as normal mode, I think the first fight is a snooze, the last one is rad, and everything else is solid okay. I think the first one isn't... There's not a lot going on for it, is there, the first fight? I found. Like, the music and stuff and the way everything looks is kind of neat, but otherwise it's just like... it's okay. Yeah, that type was very jump. But whatever. Fuck it. Fuck it. How's the tiny out? What? How's Meg? Yeah, she's alright. She's been snoozing. Again, it's too. I think it's cold at the moment for her, so she's like, it's nice and warm here in my bed, and I will stay here. Where's the thingy? There it is. Right, back here again then. This is very Danky Kang, but like more finicky. Oh no. Make a little Alice outfit, that'd be kind of cute. I can dig it. Alright. Donk. Right, will we crash again is the question. Spoilers. Yes. That's bad. Okay, let's have a think. I do have New Game Plus, so I can probably chapter select potentially to the final bit of the stage. Maybe. If not, I'll have to do it onto the train, which would be a bit of a bummer, but because we'll lose a little bit at the very end of the stage. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Basically, we just get loading to the next part beyond the doll bit. Ah, we missed that. Ah, that's frustrating. I think we can watch that. I think we can watch that first. Hold on. I think we can get around that. I guarantee you the first fight you have to resolve your temperature debuffs on the dartboard. Yeah, I think you're right on that one. Because it feels like that's the sort of thing they'd stick together. Might be under memories rather than theatricals. Ah, here we go. I should have it. Is this one?
Everything's a nail, is it, Miss Hammerhead? First it was all searched, freighted with fear and fragmented.
That's not it. Here we go.
I know I'm guilty of something, but punishment never suits the victims of the crime.
Abuse is a crime the strong...
No. Damn. That's the train one, isn't it? Yeah. Might be this one. Here we go. This is what we get after doing the doll section, I think.
I had a role in my family's demise, but I did not start the fire. Centaurs don't live in Oxford, but a certain doctor did. I saw him, a preening undergraduate. Now I remember him. That key belongs to Lizzie's room.
There we go. And the final key falls into place. Right, there we go. Now we're all caught up. Sorry about that. Stupid crashing. There we go. Now we can go back to this, and into the Dominic's workshop. Cool. That guy seems shifty, right? Healers don't have hands. Oh, what? Like, I don't know. I haven't had too much trouble with healers in general, but as tanking it. But I need to try some of the extremes. Not the extreme. Yeah, it is extreme. The boss fights, the minstrel palace ones. And here it is, the central part of the stage.
My father would wish that you hold your cheers, girls. He lived a long life, and as the poet says, like a clock worn out with eating time, the wheels of weary life at last stood still.
The idea of like a cathedral on like a train track is freaking cool. A key shaped like a Venus symbol did have bad implication indeed, doesn't it just? Like beneath the doll area down here, in the sort of mucky parts of it, I guess. I need to try them out actually then, Dawn. Because I'd like to get them done if I could. It does look like a bit like a Dark Souls level, doesn't it? It doesn't get better, really. The psychology of evil people giving trophies. Yeah, I think there's been some stuff about it. About the like perverse reminders of what they've done. Gloating and stuff. There's another one here. Kids on a conveyor belt. Being shoved onto dolls. Strung along, well. You get the idea. I'm on the European servers, yeah. I'm looking forward to like seeing friendos on other servers. Yeah, there you go, that one from Lizzie, a bit more explicit. Again, you can see Lizzie's picture in the memories of the family, and she doesn't look like the Queen. So I think it's definitely supposed to be young Alice. I think most of the music in the game is a solid alright. I feel there's some atmospheric stuff like this that work really well. Like, this is unsettling as you walk up to this fucking nightmare.
Am I not the most wretched and selfish of fortune's fools? Oblivious, I live in a training ground for prostitutes. My mentor is an abuser and purveyor. I've been complicit with my sister's murderer and the killer of my family as he corrupted my mind. I sought relief from my pain and you turned me away from the truth.
You are almost there, almost free from what you fear. You could have been cured. You could have forgotten.
Abandon the memory of my family.
They are dead, and you should be too.
You misbegotten abomination! Murderer! You blood-sucking parasite! The damage you've done to children! The abuse!
I provide a service. In the great and awful metropolis, appetites of all sorts must be gratified.
My family! My mind! The infernal train!
The train is your invention, your defense. I merely set its schedule and itinerary. The train is coming with its shiny cars, with comfy seats, and wheels of stars. So hush, my little ones, have no fear. The man in the moon is the engineer.
I'll stop that train, if it's the last thing I do.
As you wish, it will be. You're lost, and where your body is, your mind will follow. Perhaps it's already there.
Alice's voice actress doing incredible work, yeah. I think both voice actors there, actress and actress there, are doing really good stuff. The kids. And we've seen them all the way through London. We've seen them out and about. The kids with the numbers on. Targets for perverts. There isn't many games that tackle this kind of shit right up in the forefront. It's definitely unsettling. The first game is really good and really, really fun. If you get it working, it's worth a punt these days. The London Underground.
You oozing sore of depravity! Children wearing their names around their necks as if they're breeding livestock.
A declaration of their pedigree. You could use one. They're proud to display their provenance.
You brute! They can't remember who they are or where they're from. How many minds have you twisted into forgetfulness?
Not enough. Yours would have been a triumph. Still, you're an insane wreck. My work is done.
Also, he thinks Alice isn't a wreck. Alice is here to kick ass and take names. Finally on the train. I love it, the big moving cathedral.
Hatter, I must stop this infernal train and the evil force that drives it.
Everything's a nail. Is it, Miss Hammerhead? First it was all search, freighted with fear and fragmented memories. Now it's the train. Never time for tea. While your brain's on holiday, we're ruined. Now we're all mad here, and that's a good excuse for going to hell in a teapot, but not for forgetting what your senses saw. Forgetting is just forgetting, except when it's not. Then they call it something else. I'd like to forget what you did. I've tried, but I can't.
You've used me and abused me, but you will not destroy me.
No, the damage is done. The old Alice
I think that's a
and her
really
Wonderland
powerful line.
retreat are demolished. You can't even recognize what's happened, and you're powerless to change it or move against me. I've made certain of that. Come to receive your punishment, then?
I know I'm guilty of something, but punishment never suits the victims of the crime.
Abuse is a crime the strong visit on the weak. And you're right, abusers are insufficiently punished for the damage they do. Those who witness abuse without seeking retribution for the harmed pay a penalty. Your own pain mitigates your failure to act earlier, but you may not yet have paid enough for witnessing the pain of others.
Alice's guilt of not taking action is like a fair whack of this, I think. She saw but didn't didn't do anything. I guess it's in a weird way, like, well, she's a victim as well, obviously. Like bystander syndrome, maybe? Maybe that's what's going on there. Or she wasn't in her right mind to do it.
But you failed to make me forget.
I could have made you into a tasty bit. Clients out the door waiting for a piece from a raving, delusional beauty with no memory of the past or no sense of the future. But you wouldn't forget. You insisted on holding on to your fantasies. You're mad, like your sister.
Don't speak of her. You didn't know her.
Your sister was a tease, pretended to despise me. She got what she wanted in the end.
He's a real sick fuck.
Lizzie, what is this train's destination?
Madness and destruction. You shouldn't ask questions you know the answer to. It's not polite. And that noise wasn't Lizzie talking in her sleep.
Oh, no. Oh, poor Lizzie.
And there are no centaurs in Oxford. Make your survival mean something,
We are all doomed!
Yeah, this entire section is pretty brutal. The train's got no brakes at this point. He, I believe, asked not to be credited, from what I understand. No centaurs in Oxford. I think, isn't the implication there's no monsters in London. There's no monsters in Oxford. You know, monsters aren't real, but he is. He's not a figment of your imagination. He's not a monster from Wonderland. He's a real fucking arsehole human.
Hide in your shell.
Alright, here we go.
The past must be paid for.
We can break his hands when the corruption is weaker. We have to wait though. Have to do some like dodges. On hard it might do a lot of damage, I need to be quite careful.
Significant act. The cost of forgetting is high.
The answer, yeah, exactly, Beth, exactly. What do you mean, sorry, Noble? You never made a connection with Bishop? Nice.
Make believe Avenger.
Ah, shit. Oh, the hip thrust thing, yeah. Ah. Fail. Damn, I don't know how you get out of that actually.
Effectual cut.
Fucking catted him to death. This is great, by the way.
I'll see you charged. In prison, some half-wit bruiser will make you his sweetheart, and then you'll hang.
Indeed. A hysterical woman, former lunatic, roaring outrageous accusations against a respectable social architect and scientist. My God, Alice, who would believe you? I scarcely believe it myself.
You, monstrous creature. Such evil will be punished.
By whom? By what? Psychotic, silly bitch. Your madness will be punished. Now leave. I'm expecting your replacement.
Lewd.
Oh.
Fuck yeah. At first, I always felt this was almost like a downer ending, like in the way this plays out, but I don't think it is, and I'll explain myself in a minute.
Ah, Alice. We can't go home again. No surprise, really. Only a very few find the way, and most of them don't recognize it when they do. Delusions, too, die hard. Only the savage regard the endurance of pain as the measure of worth. Forgetting pain is convenient, remembering it agonizing. But recovering the truth is worth the suffering. And our wonderland, though damaged, is safe in memory for now.
Yes. There we go. Yeah, my take on that is yes, it's her accepting who she is as a person as a whole. The merging of the Wonderland Alice and the real Alice, indicated by Wonderland Alice being there in the real world. Showing that she's got her confidence and her, you know, her power back. It's both literal and sort of figurative, isn't it? Like, she's literally got her power. She's transformed into her other self. And figuratively she's got that, you know, it shows that, like, she's got her mind back there. I would, Toothwave, I'd hold on to that thought for a little bit. We'll see. We'll see. We might find out shortly. Yes, Spicy Horse was a studio in China. So one thing that's interesting, there is a follow-up to this called American McGee's Alice's Other Lands. Yeah, it's a Chinese studio. Yeah, McGee made this in China. Long before, you know, like, a lot of Chinese games were coming onto the market. Lost in Random? I don't think so, Technobubble. I don't think so. Yeah, Americans lives in China. He's married and they have a lovely. They got a doge and they got a kid. I did actually, Tiger. It looks quite interesting. That last scene is rough. There's a few bits there. The "you use me and abuse me, you will not destroy me" is a particularly poignant and powerful line, I think. And essentially the victim blaming gaslighting side as well. Like, it's just tough. Like, again, who would you believe? Yeah, I'm the person in the position of power here. I'm a doctor. You're just as he calls her a psychotic little bitch. Like, you know. And it's really tough to hear that, right? Like, and I think that's when Alice makes her decision. She's like, no one is going to believe me. But then she, again, metaphorically and literally takes her power back. She takes her sister's key back from the monster who stole it, and then fucking dunks him into the train. In the bin. Very good. Yeah, the other land stuff's interesting because you can take, if you take this ending as almost literal, in the sense that Alice brings her Wonderland self into the real world and has gained a complete power over herself. Because in Otherland, she actually dives into other people's Wonderlands.
Lewd.
She like mind dives, almost like Psychonauts style, into a couple of other people's. Jules Verne and I forget what the other one is actually. That's really interesting. And Alice is doing okay. And that's if anything, that's the really nice thing, is that she's doing okay. She has a job. She works at a theatre, I believe, which is nice. If anything, I assuming I'm reading into that right of Otherlands. The fact that, you know, she's found a little place in the world of hers that she's comfortable with. She got herself a little job, and she's alright. I think that's more you can take away. The ending of this can be seen as really fucking rough, like, but when you take it as like a whole like that now, it's a bit nicer. Hey, Lone Wolf, thank you very much. Thank you for the 27, dude. Thank you very, very much. Once again, let's have a look at pretty new dresses. Well, the other dresses we could see for those who... I assume most of you have seen them here at this point, but... Here we go. There we go. The different dresses she gets. I really like all of them. I think this is a particularly beautiful dress, but it's really nice. So what happened during the fire? Okay, so in the very first game, the opening FMV of the very first game is what Alice remembers the fire being. Cat knocks over the lamp. The lamp sets fire to all of the photography equipment and books and other flammable materials in the library. It all goes up, and very, very quickly her parents try and get her out safely, and she makes it out, but everyone else is dead. And she ends up catatonic for 10 years, locked into her nightmare. The first game is about her battling through her own psyche to take control back for herself, and she does it. She destroys the queen, fucking bins a lot of them. People who were previously her friend had obviously turned on her because she was no longer in control of stuff, and then that's it. She makes it. And then you get to the second game, where obviously we found out slowly but surely that was the fire really the cat? That's what everyone blamed on. That's what even Alice thought. The wiki says Asylum set after this game. Not according to what Americans have been saying, and not according to the big design document I have. I don't know if unless something's massively changed since I've last not only seen but spoke to American and seen some other stuff. I think that's... It might be a case of before and after, maybe? I mean, the model for Alice is she's literally 13 in it. Like, the main model they made. It's a public design document, Bethrin, don't worry. I wouldn't say anything that shouldn't be said. I've signed enough NDAs in my time, don't worry. It's all good. It says you start at 13, mature to the current house. Oh, okay. So maybe they have changed it a little bit since I've seen it then, which is cool. Yeah. So, but Alice is under the impression that, you know, the cat did it or that she did it and she was misremembering. Essentially, don't forget the therapist, Bumby, was gaslighting her the entire time, was trying to make her believe that she was the victim. Sorry, that was the perpetrator. Whereas it turns out, obviously, what he did, warning for some nasty language here, essentially he broke into the house. He was flirting, he was one-side flirting and being a sex pest to Lizzie, Alice's older sister. She wasn't interested, and but was too ashamed to tell her dad, I think. She mentioned a few things about it. I don't want to see him again, but I think she was typical young lady in a sort of rough situation where she didn't want to rock the boat. I don't know. A shitty situation nonetheless. And Bumby decided to take it upon himself to break in one night and, in his sick, fucking twisted mind, get what he deserved. And he assaulted her, and then to cover up the crime, he burnt the place down. Expecting to kill everybody, therefore not being a big problem. However, what he didn't account on is Alice saw him, and her sister had previously told her of a way out of the house, that she could get out safely if, or just escape should there be a curfew, I believe was the original plan, but no. Oh, interesting, Al, interesting. So I think my original design document is probably quite old then, because I have had it a couple of years, in all fairness. I'll have to fish it out. The design document is quite interesting. There's a lot of really cool stuff in there. Interesting, there's mock-up Alice Funko Pops, as you get to show when they actually made it, but it's quite cute. This is a time we're reporting things as exclusive in repercussions only for the victim. Yeah, literally, and like, unfortunately, the doctor said at the end, who would have believed them? Would they have believed the girls, where obviously they should have done, or would they have believed the high-profile doctor, or at the time the student, you know? And that's the really sad thing. The silk dress is nice too. That's pretty. Then the doll one. If you look at it, a childish dress that's been ripped open and damaged and stitched back together countless times. You can read into that as much as you want, I suppose. Caterpillar. Caterpillar one's fun. Cat. Meow. So Bumby saw her change to Wonderland Alice. I don't think that's the implication. My suspicion is that Alice sees herself as Wonderland Alice. She's powerful now, she's strong, she's not scared. She doesn't have to worry about this fucking monster in front of her anymore. She's the powerful Alice that can dismantle Jabberwockies and destroy horrible creatures and monsters back and forth. She doesn't have to worry about anything anymore. I think what Bumby sees and why he's so shocked, she just snatched the key from him. She turns around. I think the powerful sort of not aura, confidence that's exuding from her, perhaps. I think that's what's the almost implication there. Like there's no fear anymore. She's not worried. She's not second guessing herself. She knows what she's doing, and she knows what she needs to do. And I think that shocked him. And he, you know, she was squaring up to him, and he backed off because he's a coward. Of course he is. He's an assaulter, monster. You know, he's a horrible person, and people like that are frequently cowards. And sure enough, he was too. It has an incredibly satisfying ending. I'm so glad they went with it. A deserted train station. It could have been very, very late at night. Possibly, I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure. For all we know, Alice could have done that in front of a shitload of people. But she just didn't see them anymore because they weren't relevant. It wasn't relevant to what those two were on about, maybe. This is a nice one too. She got slightly different eye colour here. I think it's like a bluey sort of colour. It's a really pretty dress, this one, I think. I like it. I like that one a lot. She got like a stripy choker thing on as well. It's nice. Can I zoom out? Yeah. If you want to see the other one zoomed out, you can see the swishy tail as well. Cat. And then you got the Flesh Maiden one. I should jump into the game with Flesh Maiden, actually, it's quite fun. Here you go, hold on a sec. Where's a fun place to do this? The Dark of Heartness. Let's go to the card bridge. Get a good view on there. I don't know if this is in real time or if this is pre-rendered. It's probably gonna be... yeah, pre-rendered. Barefoot, wearing a monstery dress. I actually wonder, like, I don't know, is this... do you reckon this is, like, the Queen? This is Queen Alice? I'm guessing that's the implication, because it's got a heart. There's a heart eyeball there as well. It's Queen Alice now. I think that might be, but also... Hysteria. If you actually look, all the Hysteria weapons are a bandaged horse. Like, they look a bit different. Snicker Snack. Bandaged up. Bandaged teapot. I think it's really cool that they all look a little bit different. It's a nice touch. Whee! Piggy. Hey look, the intestines flap in the wind. That's cute. Yeah, Hysteria is not useful enough to be of use, I don't think. If you've already got... if Hysteria's popped, unfortunately you've probably already had a bedtime. Her eyes look quite striking here as well. Oops. Yeah, I think it will, Al. I think it will. Again, I'm not 100% sure, but considering what's been said, I think within a week or two, we might know some interesting things, should we say? No guarantee there, but I think that's. Hysteria increases your doubles or triples your damage, and when you kill things, they drop more hearts. But you can only use it when you've got half a heart left. I say heart, half a rose. We were talking about this earlier. There's a nasty implication to the sort of health damage, I guess, when you think that they're flowers. Oh, here we go. You can have a good look at your face now, Alice, with your spooky face. There you go. You can see. Oh, a bit too close. There we go. Yeah, when you think about the implications of the story, yeah. Yeah. Being, like, flowers being plucked away, deflowered. Yeah. Again, that's my... that's a take on that. I don't know. It very well could be, though. Especially with the content of the game. Convict on 5 out of 6 charges. Fucking A. Enjoy rotting. Cold dead eyes. Yeah. They've lost their sort of glow, haven't they? Again, the Hysteria eyes are also... She's got a different necklace on as well. The actual entire thing changes. Like, it's now a straitjacket, if you actually look. It's not her actual just normal dress. And she has a different necklace on. Of course, as a lot of you probably know, hysteria was a frequent word thrown around at women of that time. They're being hysterical, you're being hysterical, you know. Ladies couldn't be upset about something without them being belittled or demoralized for being in hysterics. And I believe, you know, that's the sort of play on that, isn't it, really? Hysteria mode, like, they locked her away for... she's hysterical, yeah. Alice just tidying herself off there from all the gribbly bits. How old's Alice in this one? 18, 19? 19, I think. Being emotional is a woman syndrome. Yeah, exactly. Like, again, kudos to the game for tackling, like, difficult subjects. It's not an easy thing to tackle, and it's not an easy thing to tackle well, to be honest with you. There have been many a comic book, story, a film that have fallen foul to the, I want to tell an adult story, and sort of come a crop of it just being, like, essentially immature and shock value for the sake of shock value. Whereas I don't think this does that. I think this, and I will be honest, I don't think this is perfect either, but I think this does tackle some really strong, mature themes in a sensible way. It doesn't shy away from the sort of nastier side of what's happened without reveling in it. And I think that's a very fine line to toe, and it's not necessarily that easy to do. Yeah, she's not wearing the dress, it's growing, yeah. Again, I think this is Queen Alice. Personally. I've got the big art book, it probably says in there, to be honest. I should have a look, really, but that's my take on it. It might not have been able to be sold in China. I don't know if EA were worried about that at the time, to be honest with you. This was 2010, 2011, don't forget. It wasn't the same market. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I've never actually seen it. I've heard good things though. No, it doesn't sexualize things. I don't think Alice is sexualizing this at all. Like, at all. I think they were very careful about that. Barring the villain sexualizes her, but the game does not, and I think that's actually really important. I think that's really, really important. Like, I think it would have been. Also, look at the tentacle by her neck there. It looks like her Omega necklace, which I think is quite cute. I think it had been very, very easy to I don't know. Alice suddenly ends up 3 cup sizes larger than she should have been, or the dress, you can see her underwear, or lots of basic stuff that you think that, like, poorer decisions could have led to. But no. Pretty much all the dresses are modest. That's different, Pumpkin. Like, that's like an entirely separate thing, though. Like, fan art and having fun with a character that is badass is a very, very different thing to how the game is treating a very important, difficult subject, I think, personally. That's 2 very, very different things. Oh, sorry, Alice, am I boring you? No, I don't think you did at all. Yeah, I don't know. It's what does upset me, actually, in a sort of very petty kind of way, is that there's lots of discussion about, like, powerful women in gaming. Talking about Aloy, talking about, you know, the characters from The Last of Us, potentially. Poor Alice never gets a shoe-in. This girl was kicking ass 20 years ago, and did so in a really, really mature, interesting manner. Alice, for God's sake! And nothing, never. No, people don't even remember, because it didn't make a splash like The Last of Us. It didn't have, like, the drama behind it. It didn't have, like, I don't know, the hoo-has, I guess. She doesn't have big muscles, or yeah. I hate the power female characters aren't allowed to be sexy or sexual. I mean, you could definitely say that. I mean, Alice is incredibly attractive, right? There's no doubt about that. And I think the part that makes Alice, if you like, sexy in that sense is the fact that she's badass and owns that shit. Like, Wonderland Alice is kicking ass and taking names, and that the power of that is what makes her like interesting and like an attractive character, right? You don't have to have a sexy character just be deep cleavage and like sexy clothes or whatever. They can be like a powerhouse in their own right. I think. And I like, in a sort of very different vein, I wonder if that's why Lara Croft is so loved by people of like every gender. Like, Lara has that. Yes, Lara is sexualized in the sense that she's got big hooters, among other things. But Lara is also incredibly powerful, badass, interesting, punches dinosaurs in the face. Like, there's a lot of really cool things about Lara as well. Samus is another one. Yeah, you know, so. Anyway, I'm also truthfully not as qualified to talk on the subject at all compared to someone of that gender. But hey, take it from this Brit here. That was just my thoughts on it anyway. Not every strong female character has to be Lara Croft. That's also very true. As a child I wanted to be Lara, as an adult I have many feelings. Yeah. New Lara is interesting as well. I'd say old Lara and new Lara are completely different characters. Like, completely different characters. I don't mean just in looks either. I mean, if anything, the looks are almost not that important between the two. It's the sort of attitude and the way they do it, and I think they both do incredibly good jobs. Alice disagrees, but that's fine, Alice. We can agree to disagree on that one. Yeah, old Lara is almost a psychopath, yeah, and just don't give a shit. Another example is Bayonetta, I suppose. What the conversation that I always find quite interesting is what people do with people sort of talk and do with Kaine from Nier, because at first glance, Kaine is you could dismiss Kaine as it's a lady in her underwear. Like, I remember seeing some videos on the internet. I'm not going to name names. I'm not getting into that, but I remember seeing videos on the internet initially, like quite a few years ago, before Nier Automata was even a thing, basically going like, "Lol, Kaine, look at this. Look at this lady in this game." And there is so much more depth to that character that it does. If anything, don't judge a book by its cover is perhaps the best thing I could ever say. Same could be said about 2B, yeah. But again, truthfully, I'm also very, very hyper aware that I say all of this as a dude who is attracted to women. And so sometimes I've gotta take that step back and understand that my opinion on this could very well be influenced and or like almost certainly based on because of what I like and what I know. But that's also why it's important to get lots of different views on things, right? I believe. I think it's really important to not only take one person's view on a subject, don't even take two people's views, don't take multiple views on people, and people who are directly involved or influenced or the subject is about. Again, you could watch a video essay on a guy who says why Lara Croft, I don't know, let's example, why Lara Croft isn't cool. But should you just take one point of view on that? No. Perhaps it would be interesting to get a video essay and like read an article from a lady who has that point of view, or a different point of view about Lara. Perhaps they will have a different perspective. And that's also quite interesting. Oh, don't worry, I'm a loudmouth. I'm more than happy to fart my opinion out on the internet, but I think it's also important to remember that it is from my point of view. It is from a point of view of someone who can't necessarily relate in exactly the same way. One thing I never really this is another pet peeve of mine, and this happened quite a bit back in the past, less so now. You didn't have female protagonists of video games because they were worried that men couldn't relate to them. And I always feel this is fucking weird, because women aren't aliens. I don't know if this is a big thing with people, but they're not fucking alien mouths coming from Mars. You can't relate to a lady is the most bizarre shit I've ever read, and I'm just like, who thinks like that? That's weird. Alien mouth? Yeah, having your own role model is actually surprisingly important. you know, it's easy to remember that, especially with the default protagonists of video games being dudes, generally speaking, it's easy to forget that it's nice that everyone can have a role model, or someone to look up to, or someone to enjoy, and it doesn't have to be this person of your gender. Absolutely not. I remember like loving the shit out of Samus when I was younger and thinking how badass she was in her fucking super suit and how cool she was. Like, the fact that she was a lady was irrelevant. Samus was cool. But it's important to have the representation from different places. So, women come from Venus. I heard a book about. That's actually true. Yeah, my mistake. Isn't it men are from Mars? See, I got it completely wrong. This is what I'm talking about. See, Alice, she's still not impressed. Alice, there you go. There you go. There you go. Samus is super cool. Is touch related to a one-dimensional character? So maybe write the women like a full person. Yeah, I think that's also true. Thank you, by the way, Wombat. Thank you. You want a Ween podcast? I'm not sure you'd want like a whole like hour of my gribble just talking. Like, I've got lots of like views on various bits and bobs like this. I don't think they're particularly earth-shattering or particularly poignant, but you know, there you go. I more or less said my dues about this. I think it's a bit sad that you hear that, you know, you can't relate to him. It's like, I don't know if this is true. I don't. A pinch of salt. Aloy not having a relationship was because they were worried, or I heard that there was a worry that men would be like, ew, you want me to get into a relationship with a dude as a straight lady? When I'm a dude playing the video game? Which is, again, fucking bizarre. Like, again, I'm straight. Again, not a huge shock, I know, duh. But, like, I played Mass Effect as Femshep, and she romanced Garrus, and it was really cool because that was her. Like, again, I don't... It's not me going, ew, like, I mean, I'm not like that anyway, but you know what I mean. Like, it's what she would like as a character. She fancied Garrus. Now, whether I want to jump on Garrus's beaky face or not is irrelevant. Like, Femshepard there is the one who likes Garrus, and why would it bother me that she liked him? Like, eh? so strange. Play a lot of D&D, have any female characters in straight relationships and doesn't bug you? Yeah, like, doesn't matter, right? You don't like romance much in Vidya? Yeah, some people don't, of course. Some people don't either. Hey, Pinky. Some people don't want any romance and stuff, but that's kind of why BioWare games are quite nice about that, right? Because you can kind of, like, choose if you want to have that kind of stuff or not, I guess. Yeah, exactly, Pumpkin, exactly. Some people can't disconnect themselves from games and literally act like the characters are digital one-to-one of themselves. Yes, exactly. They're not seeing, I don't know, they're not seeing Samus Aran as Samus. They're seeing Samus Aran as they are there. I've seen people get, like, weirded out when they're like, oh, I didn't realise Samus was a girl. Well, that's not as cool now. Like, what is wrong with you? Really? Like, really? Like that? Boo? You kill for gay romance options. I think that would be perfect. Like, but I also feel it's very easy to fall into everybody's bi in a lot of these games. And that's also fine. But you know what would be really good is having more, like, gay options full stop. There's nothing wrong with having just flat out gay options. Like, you don't have to, like, what's the right word? Test the waters by making everyone bi. Just, you know, do it. You'll be alright. Be fine. It's okay. Gay people love each other IRL too. You'll be alright. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. It's okay. Like that Fallout New Vegas had a lot of gay stuff and it wasn't a big deal. Yeah, it's nice. Like, if you can do relationships in the game, just, you know, do a few. Like, it won't hurt you. Give people options, yeah. I mean, the BioWare stuff is fine. I mean, in reality, when you've got to create a character, you kind of sometimes have to kind of go with everybody's bi approach. Because, I don't know, it might be difficult to, like, make all that work depending on what your character creator is like. Whereas if you've got a game with a set character, you know, you can do it. I'm pretty sure the game Unsighted has a gay lead, for example. And as far as I'm aware, it's not on the Steam page. It's not like in the trailer or anything. It's just the character in that, like, loves someone of the same gender as them. Cool, you know. Because, psst, hey, it's normal. Again, you'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Saints Row 4 is really funny, except for Keith David, right? If I remember right. Like, you can do it with Keith David. He's like, no, I'm having none of that. And you're like, alright. Is Alice wobbling around? Sorry, Alice. Yeah, sometimes forced relationships sounds a bit weird. It's almost like tick box, isn't it? Like, we've got to have our, like, slightly awkward source filmmaker sex scene thing going on. You're like, Fable 2. Yeah, Fable 2 is actually kind of neat. Who was it asexual representation recently? Oh yeah, Deucer! That was it. That was cool. Deucer. Sorry, I've kind of gone on a bit of a tangent for the last half an hour, haven't we, really? I suppose, weirdly enough, the fact that this game, over 10 years later, is giving us so much to talk about after finishing it again, is really quite impressive, I think. Yeah, it's really interesting. Oh yeah, Parvati in Outer Worlds. I actually really liked Outer Worlds. I thought that was really good. The amount of people thinking Joker x Harley's relationship goal. I know, don't. That's a thing for sure. This game's Let's Play I originally found on YouTube so long ago. Hey, thank you, Achilles. Well, glad to have you back here. Alright, sorry, I have rambled for absolutely ages. I do appreciate you putting up with my soapbox here. Essentially, that's what it's you know, it's essentially one person at the front yelling at a crowd. So I do apologize. This all comes across as I'm talking a lot. I know that's kind of the point of a stream, but it does feel a bit awkward to not have other voice in here as well at the same time, if you know what I mean. But hey, Alice has been so bored of me. I know, she's sitting there yawning. She wants to go to bed. Sorry, Alice. She's had a busy day. She's pushed a man in front of a train and, like, you know, got herself a job at a theatre. That's nice. Yeah. It's nice to have these kind of chats, I think. I have 100 voice and text. Well, it's true, actually. It's true. It's nice to have these chats. It is. And I like the fact that we have these chats and that, you know, it's good to discuss these things sometimes, I think. You know? I think it's important. Sometimes something as simple as, you know what? This is a dark, deep topic. Let's chat it out. Like, especially the game that ends quite as rough and abruptly as the way this one does. I think it is quite nice to have almost like a debriefing, if you like, at the end, right? Alice doesn't think so, but you know what, Alice? It's fine. It's fine. I'll respect your opinion on that one. Alright, everyone. I'm going to call it here, then. It's a little bit late. I do apologise. Meg hasn't got up yet, though. That's normally it's probably because I'm yapping still. She waits for it to go a bit quieter. So thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Alice, playing through Alice again has been an absolute blast. It's been wonderful. Yeah, it's been really, really nice. Again, Alice doesn't appreciate it, but I do. And hopefully we will have some reasonably interesting news about Alice and whatnot. So there we go. Love you all. Do take care of yourselves. Tomorrow. What are we tomorrow? I guess it's Corpse Party again tomorrow, I think. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, we shall see. Anyway, I'll Twitter it out, normal stuff. So, alright, back at you, man. It's always good to see you again, man. Honestly. It's good to see everyone here, so thanks, everyone. Stay lovely, stay lewd. Love you all. Take care. Oh god. I was going to casually end the stream there, like, really coolly, but I just realised that the game had nicked my mouse, so I couldn't. Pretend I did, and it would be really fucking cool. Thanks!